Hi there, it's Ryan G. Wright with DoHardMoney.com, and today I am coming to you from the Canyons Resort in Park City Ski Resort. And look at this. Holy cow, we are early in the season here. You can see the chairlift there. They're blowing some snow over here. Anyway, back to the point. I am answering a question of the day. And every single day I answer a question. So if there's a question you would like to know about real estate investing, or whatever the case is, go ahead and just put it in the comments below. Just type in the question and I will answer your question. Just say, make this a question of the day, Ryan, and put what that question is. And I seriously would love to answer the question for you. So go ahead and just put it in there. But today's question of the day is, what happens if I don't have all the money at closing? So this is somebody that's saying, hey, I'm looking to buy this property. I'm assuming it's an investment property because that's most of what we do. And I don't have all the money. So the best time, it's kind of like the old saying, there's a whole bunch of trees here, right? The best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. Typically when you're dealing with cash to close, the best time to plan for that cash to close is long before you even make the offer on the property. And I actually have a really good video. It's on 17 ways of getting 100% financing. And the concept with that is, how can you get into a deal with little to no of your own money? Now, you may have to get creative and you may have to mash a couple of concepts together. But if you don't have the money at closing that you need to come up with, you're not going to be able to close. Even worse is, if you're buying that property, the seller may be able to sue you for enforcement of the contract, but you may not be able to because you don't have the money. But they can also take your earnest money, whatever money you put up as earnest money to secure the transaction. In addition to that, they could sue you for damages. So there's typical three prongs of things that a seller can do in the event that a buyer does not have the capital they need in closing the property. Now, I don't say that to scare you, because if you properly draft your contract, you work with a reputable funding firm, then you're going to be able to find ways for that money to work that out. But in lots of cases, you'll have to come up with some amount of money. It may be nominal, like a few $1,000s, or it may be serious, like $30,000 or $40,000 or $50,000 you may have to come up with. It really just comes down to how the deal is, how the deal's structured, what the risks are, and everything. The key to all of this is knowing ahead of time what it's going to be. Because if you wait until the closing table, you're going to have a problem. One of the things we did to help people out is we created an advanced deal analysis software. It's called an ADA. And basically you put in everything and it will tell you what that's going to look like with cash to close and closing costs and agent fees and everything that's going to be necessary on that. So you'll know when you're buying or selling a property what you're getting yourself into long before you actually get yourself into this. And the whole purpose with this is, early on in my career, borrowers kept having issues saying, hey, I didn't know about this and I didn't know about that. But they were things that you would typically know about if you're an investor. Either they forgot about it or they had never learned that. And so we spent a ton of money and had some of the best minds create an advanced deal analysis to help people out in doing that. And really what it does is break down so you understand what the cash to close is. Closing costs can be title fees. Closing costs can be hazard insurance. Closing costs can be transfer taxes. Those are different types of costs that you can find that you may not be thinking about. So it's important that you talk with your lender ahead of time and you get a breakdown, what I like to call a letter of intent, that breaks all these costs out so you have a pretty good idea. Now, even then, there can be some things that pop up because of costs that weren't expected, but it's going to get you a heck of a lot closer. I also recommend you look at credit card financing for making up the difference on that. I hope this video is helpful. If so, please give me a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Thumbs up this video, let me know that you enjoyed it. Also, we have a couple other videos, like I talked about, is 17 ways to get 100% financing. And then I also have a video on what are bad real estate investments. Make sure you check both of those out. Make it a very profitable day, and bye for now from Park City, Utah. Enjoy.